Hi guys, Radhe Radhe, Hare Hare Krishna, welcome back to my channel. I always want to work for society and astrology gave me that opportunity. I'm truly grateful to all of you for watching my videos and giving this platform. You have no idea how much it means to me. You're feeling like a family. I just want to convey my heartful gratitude. In today's video, it's about Ketu in all the 12 houses. First of all, we understand that what Ketu actually is and its essence and the core meaning. While Ketu is often associated with spirituality, today we will explore a broader perspective. Ketu is in more than just a symbol of detachment or spiritual growth. As it signifies separation, that's true, but it's also represent new beginning. Ketu often shows you the root cause of any situation. If Ketu is weak in your birth chart, you may struggle to divide deep into subjects or any task. Weak Ketu can lead to addictions. To truly excel at something, you need to work 20 to 24 hours a day. Now, Saturn also represents hard work, right? While Ketu pulls you towards a calling. This is the difference between hard work and talent. When Saturn and Ketu energies combine, the result can be extraordinary. This person who is talented and hardworking reaches an extremely new level. That's because Ketu brings the ability to work without expectations just for the love of doing something. Ketu is an inner calling in your chart, expectations, and free effort. Like Oso once said, darkness is merely the absence of light. Similarly, Ketu brings light where there is detachment. This separation is just the byproduct of revealing energy. When Ketu transmits or activates through the dashas or antardashas, you will realize that what was lost was truly permanent. You will often reflect and see how this separation leads to growth and progress. So, wherever Ketu is in your chart, you are karmically mean to be let go of attachment to that area. For example, if your ascendant lord or sun is placed in Ketu Nakshatra, initially it may cause struggles. But the moment you bring serving others selflessly, the same nakshatra begins and brings and start bringing blessings. Ketu teaches imprehensions and gives you strength to stay grounded. People connect Ketu with spirituality, but there is subtle difference between spirituality and deep meditation. In my own experience, real meditation means thoughtfulness and through which meditation for 5 to 10 years can relate. If the above entertaining state where you are unaware of thoughts or surroundings a blissful word. This thoughtless state is where cosmic energy can be felt and it is what Ketu represents. Ketu symbolically is headless, just a body. So its connection you directly to the universe. When you act without expectation, you activate your Ketu. When I see Ketu and Jupiter in a chart, I always advise do the work, then forget you did it. The faster you forget, the faster the reward comes. Ketu in the first house. To judge his position, observe the Sun, Mars, ascendant Lord. If the Sun and Mars are strong, the person is likely to artistic and successful. People with Ketu in the first house often live in their own imaginary world, like Alice in Wonderland. They are high levels of overthinking and imagination. A single real life event triggers a chain of imagined scenarios like in movies where someone dreams of marriage, kids, right after seeing someone. This is Ketu power. Vivid imaginations and deep feelings. This is a blessings for manifestation. If you want something, you might feel it as though it's already real. This is the basic of every manifestation technique, whether it's law of attraction, the secret, or any other book which you have read. Forget your current reality. Visuality the reality you want and feel it now. Ketu enhances this ability. However, it also brings impulsive decision making. These people may make emotional decisions they later regret, like a father buying an expensive gaming console for his son even though he can't afford it, for the just for memory of joy. Afterward, the realization kicks in, like, was it really necessary? These people may often take loans or spend impulsively, but they all tend to give reality of giving, often feeding others when they don't have money to eat them themselves. To improve Ketu in the first house, first work on balancing your moon, which is mind, and your emotions. Then your Ketu. Don't try to fix Ketu directly, balancing your mental state first. According to Lal Kitab, if Ketu is in the first house, Sun is in the sixth house, you might gain name, fame, money after the sudden birth of the childrens. If the Saturn is in the sixth or eighth from Ketu, you may face career struggles. To overcome this, you must fully immerse in your career like you are born for it. These people plan a lot, but often nothing goes as expected. The plan either fails or take unexpected turns. Meditation and spiritual practices helps bring clarity and alignment. To understand Ketu influence in your life, observe your maternal grandfather who is of Nana, Tata, those members. If your nanas lived in a healthy, respected life, your Ketu is likely working positive. And coming to Ketu in the second house. Whenever Ketu is in the second house, remember you have always already experienced that area deeply in your past life. When Ketu is in a second house, family, wealth, speech, saving money becomes difficult, extremely difficult. It may not that you can't earn it, that's money goes either to family, emergencies, or to the health issues. Often, you may become financially support for the entire family, paying EMIs, rents, bills. Your personal development gets delayed due to family responsibilities. In emergencies, you are the first one call for financial help. Ketu in this house also brings small and narrow eyes, like Chinese eye type of eye. If Ketu is with Mars in the second house, the house lord is debilitated or forms a conjunction with Saturn, there is a chance of eye problem or injuries, so take care of your eyes. If the Ketu is with Mars or Jupiter sign, in Mars and Jupiter sign, the person may have nasal, shallow voice similar to how Mike Tyson talk. The voice can't carry depth. You will notice the people with the Ketu in the second house tend to speak through their noses. Their voice lacks depth and thickness. Even though they try to speak in a heavier tone, it sounds sharp and nasal. This is a Ketu in the second house. If not controlled, you can act like a sword through your speech, cutting through relation, isolation you from others. This is double-edged sword, like a double-edged sword. Such individuals may initially say something that hurts the other person deeply. Sometimes they may remember it for the lifetime. You don't want to hurt someone, but you can have the control of your mouth. We don't want to hurt someone, right? Even if this person does a lot to the family, separation from the family is inevitable, whether it's due to business or internal home matters. For example, in a joint family where everyone is going well, if the child is born with a Ketu in the second house, conflicts, divisions will begin. Ketu causes separation from family. Even if you live in a joint family, Ketu has causes gradual disconnections. You have the break in a life, just like Kit Kat's slogan says, take a break, eat a Kit Kat. Ketu in the second house brings emotional and mental breaks in a relationship, career, families, and these breaks can push a person to addictions or unhealthy habits. You may hear someone says, let's take a smoke break. This is often a person with a Ketu influencing in the second house. The more you indulge in such habits, the more malefic your Ketu becomes. Ketu in a second house may lead to some certain addictions, or the people can eat eating something or the other thing. So avoid these things like smoking, drinking, and eating some pan parak things on all. And coming to religious or inclination, often such people are attached to deities associated with the color black like Kali, Ma, or Black Hanuman. They may also develop taste of tamasic food like raw onion, garlic, or heavy ginger, things that increase the acidic elements in the body. So for the sake Ketu in the second house, the remedy which I gives is stop eating non-veg. It acts like a poison for certain charts. Avoid tamasic food for onion, garlic, and acidic food. Stop eating after 6 p.m. Why 6 p.m. is because the sun sets at 6 p.m. Eating 6 p.m. before gives the person high digestive things and the energy to digest the food. After 6, the person get uneasy with the digested food. So stop eating after 6. If you follow these two remedies, you will see results within 3 weeks. This has been tested with the clients and for the people who has Ketu in the second house, which gives excellent results. These concepts already exist in Jainism and carries deep spiritual meaning, a topic for another time, which we don't want to discuss right now. Ketu is in the third house, healing with the hands. Ketu in the third house, the people are very good healers. When Ketu is in the third house, especially in the Chandra nakshatras, are aspects by the ninth lord. Such people brings natural healers, especially with the hands. You will find them as top physiotherapist, traditional pain reliever who heals through touch, massage, or energy works. You may have the magic touch, someone you go with the pain, just with the technique or two. You feel miraculously better. This is the magic of Ketu and Moon. They also make excellent Reiki healers or pranic healers, both of them which use hands to channel cosmic energy to heal. If affiliated, such individuals often live around disability people, a person, schools for special needs, or neighbors to someone differently able. Ketu here can give doctor like handwriting or if Mercury and Jupiter is weak, very illegible writing. But with practice, it can become great writers, rappers, and critics. It also brings unnecessary travels, unproductive journeys, or just roaming without a purpose. Speech development is slow initially, but later it becomes their strength. If worked upon, speech can become a superpower because third house is of communication. Relationship with the younger sibling often seems strained and distance. They may suffer from hip or lower back pain. If Mars is in the fourth house, it may affect career or home ownership. However, if Ketu is positive here, it may be outstanding mediators, lawyers, and settlement experts, especially in property or family disputes. And coming to Ketu in the fourth house, men with Ketu in the fourth house should avoid staying home. The more they stay in home, the more fluctuations, conflicts, and resentment they feel. These placements push them away from home, literally and emotionally. This position is just judged by checking the moon, owner of the fourth house, and Jupiter is exalted or here or not. Often, such individual experience conflicts at home. Spiritual or confused mom, mother with health issues, depending on aspects, conjunctions, and nakshatra, the result varies. People are always searching for peace, which they should actually find at home or in their work. But here, it is completely different. The individual find peace at work, especially because Rahu is often in the 10th house, pushing them towards work, which is 10th house, and greatness. They are not meant for domestic life, yet they can be household choice very effectively. If Ketu, Moon, Mars are together, it may indicate multiple surgeries or accidents. If Venus is afflicted, it may indicate diabetes. Common issues we see here are chest or acidic related health problems. Smoking is especially harmful for people with Ketu in the second or fourth house. Avoid it at all cost. If Moon or Jupiter are well placed, the person earns well, gives his charity, and is religiously inclined. Ketu is in the fifth house and it is dissatisfied king. People with Ketu in the fifth house often complain of unstable love relationship tend to break due to reasons like long distance issues, third party influence, interference, repeated instability without clear reasons. This house shows you are already experienced a lot in love in the past lives. So these life lessons are about detachment in love. After marriage, situations can change positively. Multiple love affairs are possible if one lean into Ketu distractions. Strong analytical skills, sharp minded because the Ketu fifth house is the sun, a loyal mindset. Such people often have a king like mentality, always seem themselves above others in a group. One of the strongest Rajyog occurs when Ketu is in the fifth house, Sun is in the tenth house, fifth house Lord is exalted or well placed. If the fifth house is also about past life karmas and natural talent, you will find such people gifted like guitar, draw beautifully from earlier childhood. Importance to check the condition of the sun if the Ketu is in the fifth house and where the fifth house Lord is placed to judge Ketu effects. Their children are often highly knowledgeable or spiritual. Be cautious with the paperwork if Mars is negatively placed. Overconfidence or blind trust can lead to illegal issues. Overall, they are great intelligence but needs awareness and humility. And coming to Ketu in the sixth house, past life depths and healing. This placement makes people selfless, very helpful, and compensated. Ketu in the sixth house connects to past karmas with enemies, disease, debts, which is of sixth house, difficulties to maintain routines. These people have very difficult to continue and be consistency. Often breaks their daily structures, experience job instability or frequent job breaks. Start your own business rather than rely on jobs and with low cost businesses. And people may face cold, cough, joint or back pain, fractures if Mars influence Ketu, mental instability if moon affects Ketu, skin problems if Mercury is involved. This house also signifies maternal uncle issue affects problems if Ketu is negatively placed. Remedies. To maintain a fixed daily routine, write down your to do list every day. Ketu likes writing, guys. Enemies are removed in mysterious ways. Positive side is strong sense of service, love for pets, and healing tendencies. Ketu here gives secret desires. If your routine is managed, success and health improves significantly. Ketu is in the seventh house, past life partners, marriage adjustments. Ketu here represents deep past life karma with a spouse. Your spouse may be someone from the past life. Not all such placements leads to divorce, but separation is commonly unless Venus and the seventh lords are well placed. Example, a rich man, 45 years marries a financially poor woman 30 years. She must adjust due to the family pressure. This reflects Ketu in the seventh house. Marriage is karmic, but not about compatibility. You know about that, right? And the common themes which you have seen in these placements are marriage based on social mismatch like wealth, caste, and age. Spouse may have secretive or aggressive tendencies. Difficult for people to function normally here. Ketu overshadows their nature. Even Jupiter Ketu conjunction can make a people detach from marriage life. These people should avoid business partners unless they are full control. Long term friendship may be missing. They may not maintain childhood friendships. If the seventh lord is ill placed, like in sixth, eighth, 12th, spouse may face health issues. Major lessons: respect your spouse fully. as in the past life this may have been lacking. And it's okay if you married a spouse with spiritually grown and spiritual person if a ketu is in the seventh house. Remedies for ketu is in the seventh house is keep emotional boundaries, don't overshare everything with your spouse. Ketu teaches detachment, it's not the end, just part of spiritual growth. Life isn't only about a marriage. Ketu reminds you to raise above attachments. And Ketu is in the eighth house, deep secrets and money. Marriage is a part of life, not life itself. If they maintain their mindset, Ketu remains balanced here. The eighth house represents hidden secrets, deep mysterious. Ketu performs extremely well here. These individuals have excellent analytic ability. They understand both theoretical and practical knowledge well. They can excel in money management, practical in the field like stock trading or share market. Rahu being in the second house indicates income through commissions or unstable income. But Ketu gives strength for in depth research. Stock market trading isn't it easy? It involves technical and analytics, support and resistance, options, fundamentals, and various reports. It's not gambling, it's a skill. While people think Rahu gives the skill, in reality, Ketu gives the depth of complete research. This individual can become great researchers, however, they might suffer from piles, nerve related issues, or urinary tract disorder. They are secretive by nature. If they reveal too much, Rahu gets activated and make them loud and erratic. They have naturally inclination towards occult, numerology, astrology. They can take deeply or various topics for hours. The knowledge felt inheritance and polishing, it increase spiritual progress. A strong Jupiter here increase results significantly. If Ketu is negatively placed, urinary, kidney, or stomach related issues may arise. Serving dogs are key remedies here to reduce Ketu negative impact here. And Ketu is in the ninth house. Gurus are personal philosophy. The Ketu ninth house relates to religion, life's higher solutions. When struck in life, people seek God. This is a ninth house energy. Ketu here indicates beliefs from past life experience. People either strongly believe in one philosophy and reject others. Can become extremist if there is Mars influence. Respect all deities, visit all temples, and seek answers everywhere if it is of Jupiter influence. Are atheists and spiritual non believers. Since Rahu is in the third house here, the person seeks power through religions. Means visiting multiple gurus trying to find which one gives results. Ketu here often zeros out dissatisfaction in various life areas, such for Ganga Stan, which is a powerful remedy here. If Ketu is here, the father may be either quiet or very spiritual. Father are often Ram or Shiv devotee. The person should design their own philosophy based on deep inner exploration rather than blind faith. Their analytical skills applies to spirituality, help them awake others. They need to discover what path significantly for them, not following others blindly. Ketu is in the 10th house, career or catalyst energy. To judge this position, analyze Saturn first because 10th house is of Saturn. If Saturn is positively placed, Ketu works brilliantly. If doesn't gives big breaks but gives career transformation. Ketu here works like a catalyst. Their involved brings transformation like a child scared of his father even in absence. The father's influence compels him to study. This is how Ketu functions in the 10th house, hidden yet influence. People with these placements often work in a software or tech. They create something once, others use it repeatedly. However, if Venus is afflicted, there are chances of extramarital affairs which ruins everything wealth, reputations, even career. The age of 20 48 is the transformative for such individuals. A client from Kochi with Ketu in the 10th house, with Aquarius in the moon, and strong Saturn was struggling with his restaurant. I suggested the remedy is offer one free sweet like gulab jam secretly to every customer, not advised, just surprised. It is not of advertisement, but just like a surprise. The delighted customer stabilized business and balanced Ketu. Small gestures of hidden services aligned Ketu energies in the 10th. Negative Ketu here causes backbone or urinal issues. Remedies and mantras are essentials if the career breaks are frequent. Ketu is in the 12th house. Special, but they are lonely. Very special placement. Aquarius ruled by Rahu and Pisces partially by Ketu. So this is naturally a Rahu Ketu combination. These individuals are very futuristic thinkers. Although they come from less privileged backgrounds, they build wealth and property over time. They shouldn't expect much from friends at their age. Friends circles, strings, and not necessarily corporate, but personal friends become fierce. They are self reliant, avoid asking for favors, and they are very sharp. Sometimes their blunt speech can break relationships. They should accept loneliness as a part of life because in past life they are already lived through strong social bonds. Now they are here to detach. Key transformation ages for these combinations are 11, 23, 36, and 48. If Jupiter is strong, they receive divine blessings, but when Ketu is negatively placed, the mother or grandmother may suffer after the birth of first son. This is the Lal Kitab rule, and this often proves true. Overall, the blessing position for friendship is not reliable here. Betrayal may happen. Stay spiritual and self-aware with the social circle and 11th house things. Ketu is in the 12th house, the most beautiful placement. This is the most blissful and beneficial placement for Ketu. The 12th house shows you capability to sacrifice. Ketu here significance in nature, donation of all unwanted breaks and baggage from life. Here, such individuals are kind, generous, and naturally inclined to donate a portion of their. They are animal lover, spiritual, and soft hearted. Jupiter placements is crucial here. If Jupiter at the 12th house lord is debilitated or poorly placed, this individual can be fooled by fake gurus or spiritual frauds. But as they grow in spiritual practice, they receive fame, water, wealth, respect, these things. Despite hardship, they often think deep down, even if I don't get what I'm chasing, it's okay. This is how low expectation mindset is a sign of well placed Ketu. If Ketu here causes high expectations, it imbalances. Ideally, you work hard but expect nothing. This alignment you with Ketu energies and brings peace. So here, Ketu is of mostly non-thinker. He has only the body. So it has intuitive power. People with the Ketu energy have the more intuitive power. Ashwini, Maka, Mugla. These are the Ketu nakshatras. They are mostly of intuitive power. They are the natural healers. They become the surgeons. They are very good with the Ketu energies. And for Bharani, Purvashada, Venus nakshatras, Datimitra nakshatras are Ashwini, Makha, Mula. So the people with Venus nakshatras has friends of Ketu nakshatras and they are Atimitra taras of Venus nakshatras. Mostly people will see Venus nakshatras are the friends of Ketu nakshatras and the Ketu dasas people tend to lose their mind. They're dissatisfied with the life, but they are spiritual deep thinkers. And the remedies for all the ketu things are dogs.